welcome to Leading Ladies, Leading Legacies. I am Joy Ruffin, and my work with you is as a leadership and style consultant, a signature style specialist, and a lifetime personal development strategist. But tonight, most of you who know me, and if you don't know me, you're going to get a good insight tonight. We're all about legacy, empowerment of women, and us evolving and growing and emerging together. So tonight I'm going to bring you a great featured guest speaker who's going to share with you a lot of information. But before I do that, let me share with you a little bit about her, because this lady I meet so many people, sometimes I forget when, where, and how. It doesn't really matter. The key is that the connection was so strong. And so for both of us, it merged together because we felt and we knew that we were soul sisters. So I'm talking about my featured guest tonight. And her name is Diana. Oh, I have a hard time with names, but she's going to forgive me. I think she pronounces it, and when she comes up, I'll ask her to pronounce it, Sekwaila, or something very close to that. She is a featured guest tonight who's from the heart of South Africa, which is a beautiful country, which hubby and I visited twice already and had a wonderful time there. She has written 4 acclaimed books. She's an international bestseller on Amazon and a beacon. This is one of the connections that we have, one of many, of empowerment for people and especially women. And as a life coach, she is dedicated to helping her clients, especially women, we're not a sexist here, men too, find their purpose. And there's so much more I could share with you, but I know you like me. You want to meet her, you want to hear more about her. So my friends, tonight, as always, gather together whatever makes you comfortable. Find a good cozy spot and sit back and relax, because I'm going to bring up our featured guest speaker, Diana Sekwaila, or something very close to that. She'll let me know. Welcome, my friend.
Good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you are. Thank you. Thank you so much, Joy.
Oh, thank you. And that's my greeting, because we are global and we do go everywhere, Diana. But
Yes.
I wanted to first off express to people how grateful I am. I'm honored, pleased, and grateful for our connection, because we're both doing the same type of work, different strategy, different style, but it's all about the empowerment of the individual and especially women. And I
Yes.
know that you are gung ho for everyone being able to, with the right guidance, wisdom, and love, of finding their path. So tell us a little bit. I mean, I could go on and on about your background, but how did you come to this work? And then we're going to go into some details about what you're doing now. But how did you come to do this work, this life strategy service that you're offering to women, especially?
Joy, let me just firstly declare that I am a woman. I've been there, done that.
Yes.
I'm operating from a position of having done that,
Mm-hmm.
having felt the pain and the trauma of being a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say women are always in pain, but
Yeah.
I've gone through a process where I felt I'm not alone.
No. No.
Let me help another sister.
Yes.
Somebody out there felt what I felt. They don't know how to go about coming out of that situation. Let me be the spokesperson.
Yes.
Let me pull my sisters and say, you can make it.
Yes.
You can come out of it.
Indeed.
And that comes through empowerment,
Mm-hmm. Of self.
given the tools
Yes.
to know how to do it.
Indeed. Indeed, my sister. And let me share with you that this is a concern and an issue all over the world, but especially where you are, and a lot here, even though some don't recognize it, because the programming, conditioning, and the sexualizing, and all of the mindset that we came with is being erased now. And it's up to us who care enough and know enough and have went through whatever for ourselves to support others who need to. So
Mm.
again, You are driven by the source and the power and the life experiences that you had, and you see others around you that you want to be the guide and the mentor and the love coach for. So tell us a
Yes.
little bit about how you're going about that and how you started again to do that.
Joy, I had a situation in 2017.
Uh-huh.
I experienced a traumatic experience whereby I was highly pregnant, 32 weeks, expecting to have a baby,
Yes.
very excited like any other woman. But
Right.
I suffered what we call preeclampsia. And through that process of being admitted, I had to go through the process of being unconscious, we call it coma, for 3 full weeks, in and out of the theater. My cesarean section was not healing because the baby had to be delivered through cesarean section because of the elevated blood pressure that was in me.
Uh-huh.
But as if that was not enough,
Oh my goodness.
I was a businesswoman. I had services that I provide to the community. I
Yes.
owned a daycare center as well as my own practice, private practice.
Uh-huh.
By virtue of being in hospital for 2 full months
Woo!
and being given an opportunity to go home, and on a strict, very strict conditions, to say you are not going to go up and down, you are a bed rests because you are at risk of suffering stroke. I had to let go my businesses because I couldn't do it. And in that space of 3 full months, the creditors were already on my door because the salary that I had could not pay everything that I owed, because I was dependent on my salary, on my private practice, on my daycare.
Everything.
Therefore, one salary could not cater for all. It only paid for the necessities. They knocked at my door. They took my furniture. They took my car. They finally took my house. I was homeless. I know what it means to be homeless as
Wow.
a professional.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I was still not well.
Oh my goodness.
And out of all that process, to cut matters short, after a period of 6 to 7 months, while I had to move my family very far from where I used to be, I had to come back and start working again. But it was difficult because I lost everything. I even lost the relationship I had with my children because they were far. I lost the relationship I had with my husband because he was far. I was seen to be like a woman who loved to be so special. Now you have lost everything. All your friends just disappeared.
Oh
And
my
by God's grace,
God.
I recovered. God restored me. The how part of it, I will share when given the time. But after that experience, having left with credits
Oh my God.
for many, many years, I said, enough is enough.
Woo!
I'm not alone here.
No.
Let me help other women so that they don't find themselves in a mental institution. They don't find themselves having taken all the tablets and committed suicide. I didn't want them to go to an extreme. I
Wow.
said, if God could save me from this traumatic experience of mine, there is a reason, there is a purpose. I therefore made it my responsibility to empower women on how to go about dealing with traumatic experiences.
Oh, Diana.
Stress.
Diana. Let me tell you, when I asked you that, we chatted briefly. I didn't know the depths of that story. My God, thank you for sharing, because of that experience, you probably more so than so many out there, including myself, maybe, have absolutely the God-given right to go and support others to empower themselves. What a journey you've had. When you talk about identity and potential, you're able to share with them. And you know how many people, men and women, come here and by accident things happen and their whole life is turned around completely, totally, and they start over, which is what you've done.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. Thank you for that story. How are you and what are you doing now?
Before I can quickly go there, you
Yes.
touched something very, very important: identity.
Yes, yes, yes.
You know, you can never come back after you have been thrown off
The same.
unless you know your identity. You know, when I'm talking about identity, I'm not talking about that card that you carry.
That
I'm
exterior
talking
stuff.
about a three-dimensional thing: the who you are, the what you carry, and the why you exist, the purpose. If you know who you are, that you have been made in an image of God, you carry the DNA and the character and the thought of God. And within you, you have the potential, the abilities, you have the talent, you have been wired in such a way that you are able to come back from whatever situation because you represent the high power.
Yes.
You are
Diana,
able to serve.
Diana, I am receiving what you're saying in the best way because you're speaking a different, not necessarily language, you speak the same language, but you're taking a different turn to project and present what you're saying, which I completely and totally consume and accept. You're talking about identity and you're talking about this surface identity. You're talking about going inside the ID that's within you, that know thyself. My expression is all of us, and especially us women, not knocking men. We love our men, but
Yes.
know thyself. And then you can stand as a true equal with the guy that you have chosen or he has chosen you. Usually it's a
Yes.
mutual admiration society. But that's why what you're saying is so potent. I love that identity. And how are you tying in potential with that? I think you just did.
You know, within us, there is something that has been deposited.
Yes.
When we were packaged, when we were formed,
Yes.
the package contains everything that we need when we are on this planet Earth.
Yes, yes, yes.
Therefore, we don't have to lose focus when we get into situations because we have the power, the authority over situations. We have the know-how.
Mm-hmm.
We have things that are there lying dormant. They need to be tapped into. That is the potential.
So I have
If
a
not
question.
tapped to, they
Yes.
remain redundant. Therefore, by empowering women, I'm trying to say to them, tap into what you have and wrap this package.
Love it.
Because you are carrying a diamond, you are carrying something valuable. Unless you open it, you can never know what you carry.
I love that. It resonates with me more than any words could ever express. But by the same token, I'm asking you this. I have my understanding of it, but I want to hear yours and how you are projecting and presenting and sharing with those who need this guidance and love. Love is always attached to everything that we do. How are you getting them to know their purpose and potential? How are you getting them to go inside and know thyself and to find that diamond? That's what we're all here to do because we came with it. I agree with you completely.
Definitely, we came with it. And it's covered by the situations that happens to us. You know,
Absolutely.
when you ask a 5-year-old, 6, 7-year-old, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Yes.
They will definitely tell you. They haven't been that, but they know what they want to be. But
Exactly.
over a period of time, things happen, they cover whatever you have. The first thing I say to this person is, do you know who you are?
And they don't.
I need to understand you. Do you know yourself? If you don't understand who you are, I can tell you, you won't be understand what you carry. And you won't be able to serve. You won't be able to live your purpose. That what I'm doing in my sessions, I'm helping my clients to uncover
Uncover. Yes.
to uncover the hidden gem.
Yes. Yes.
Firstly, know who you are.
Yeah.
Secondly, understand what is happening to you. Acknowledge something is not right with me because I know who I am.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
I love that, because that know who you are is so vital. And most of us, myself included, big time, until we begin to have our awakening, however that comes to us, usually through a guiding source or a messenger of some sort who's full of love and wisdom like you, who shares with us and supports us in that discovery. Because that knowing who you are, because of our programming and conditioning, you're so right about your expression about when we pop out of the womb and as we grow, we are who we're here to be. And then we become exposed to all of these things that are floating in the stratosphere. And we have to walk away and get away from that as we begin to evolve if we want to reach that diamond inside. So that's the key there. I just think that the work that you're doing is phenomenal. And I know, let me ask you this. I sometimes tend to go outside of the box. Do you find that there are, I don't know how extensively and how much you travel and how much you keep abreast to all that's going on in the universe, the world here, but do you find that the women there in South Africa, from the little limited knowledge that I know, that they're more inclined to be not aware of their own strength and power, more so than maybe most? This is everywhere, Diana, but there maybe more?
um, they always say you are the the average of the people you live with, the
Yes.
5 people you live with. You are the environment you find yourself in. It differs from place to place.
Yes.
I wouldn't say dominantly a specific area, but the more advanced an area, evolved an area, the more exposed people are, the better.
Yes. Exposure, education, enlightenment,
Exposure,
and moving
education.
outside of your hamlet, your circle.
Yes,
I completely
yes.
agree. Because we have traveled, not bragging, simply sharing, because it's fact, all over the world. And I find that there are pockets of women in every strata who really have no clue about who they are. And I
Definitely.
myself was one of them at some time. Listen, my lady, we don't have much time. It goes here so quickly. You and I could talk forever, but I want to take a quick little reset, and then I want to come back and I want to really talk about the event that you have coming up on August the 3rd. That's a Saturday, and it's a
Yes.
great event. I'm going to be a speaker there. I want to talk about that and the services and the abundance that you're going to be offering there. So hold tight. My engineer is going to put you in the green room, and I'll be back with you in just a second. I get excited. I can't help it. It's in my DNA. I love meeting men and women, and especially women, who are about what I'm about, the empowerment of us. Men have always had it, not knocking them, love them, but we are awakening to our own now. And Diana is doing the same type of work. If you are not a member of this group, she just joined Leading Ladies, Leaving Legacies. Well, I don't know why not. You belong there. It's a dynamic, very powerful group of women. Women who are about vision, mission, purpose, and doing all kinds of different types of work. But all the work is about, usually, can be varied and different, but it's about women growing and becoming all that we're here to be. And you heard Diana talk about know thyself. On the surface, it's there and it's meaningful, but you really have to go inside, because you are a beautiful puzzle and you are God's gift to the universe. So you need to know with everything within you who you are and why you're here, and the power that's within you. And this is one of the freebies that's going to offer you that. Most everyone has heard and know about human design. This is one of the best freebies you're going to find, and then you have a choice to make whether or not you want to move on and get more in-depth information. That's your call. It's always your call, but you're invited to do so. This graphic that my engineer is going to put up, this is the event that's coming up, an emerging summit. You Empowered Mind Global. I can't wait for this event, not only because I'm a speaker there, but because it's going to be powerful. Please take a screenshot and a snapshot and make sure that you get all that data and all that information and register. It's minuscule. It's worth the investment. And then there's so much more that's going to be offered to you there. And we're going to speak a little bit about it now, because I'm excited for Diana and all the people that I know are going to be a part of this, because it's going to be powerful. She spent a lot of time and a lot of love putting this together. And I don't even remember, I mean, so many people, how she and I met, but I am so grateful, honored, and pleased for our connection. Diana, let me ask you, when we talk about the services and what they're going to be getting at this event, tell us a little bit about why and how you put this event together and what people can expect when they arrive there.
Yes, the reason why I put this together is linked to exactly what I just said about empowering women
Yes, yes,
to
yes.
move away from hanging in there, being stuck
Big stuff.
into situations, and just keeping the faith. It is time. Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Women must stop living their life behind the scene. It reminds me of a certain scriptural reference that says, when Christ came to Lazarus after he has died for 4 days,
Uh-huh.
he was focused. He didn't want anything to distract him. He was so focused, he said to him, "Come forth." This event is women, come forth. Enough is
Yeah.
enough. Come forth. The aim of this event is to empower you to deal with the fear, the doubt, the failure of whatever happens around you. Come and see that it is possible. Come so that you can be transformed by the renewal of your mind. Change your mindset. Move out of the mold.
Yes, yes, yes.
Get more information. Replace the "I can't."
Yes.
Come. Let's expose that leadership mentality in you. We are all leaders.
Yes, yes,
We
yes.
just need to come to the podium, to the platform, and lead.
I so believe that, Diana, because that's why I label myself a lifestyle leadership consultant and lifestyle personal development strategist, because every woman is a leader in her own circle,
Mm.
but know it from the inside. And you use a word that we need to get away from: stuck. We're
Yes.
stuck behind the
Yes.
scenes. It's time to
Mm.
step forward, come forth. It was your terminology, and
Yes.
stand in our power. And don't do it with an attitude or better than. Do it as a true equal and know that that's who and what you are. So, this event, you put a lot of love and a lot of time into it. August the 3rd. Can you tell us a little bit more about it? You mentioned how they get there, and we're going to put the poster up again. But share with us a little bit about what people can expect when they get there. And when
Yes.
we talk about emerging women, and we're not denying men, but what is it that they're going to gain from there to get out of the stuck period and know who they are? Because many of us, myself included, I'm guilty, we're walking around still, no more, still
Mm.
stuck in that old mindset and not knowing how powerful we are. There's nothing wrong with power when your heart and soul are connected.
Yeah. What is expected in this? As you were saying, I gave much love
Yes,
to the theme,
you did.
and the theme itself, emerge, says a lot.
It
Come
does.
out, rise up, come forth. I've put out a 15 speakers list. And
Ooh,
within that 15 speaker list, I have 4 keynote speakers, powerful powerhouses,
yes.
women
Ooh,
in leadership. Like example, I've got you as a speaker.
I can hardly wait. Yeah,
You can't
I
wait to
can
be
hardly
there.
wait. I'm so
A
excited. I am.
specialist consultant, you're going to be there. Unleashing the strategies on how to be a leader
Yes.
without competing to anybody. It's
Never.
all about collaboration,
Exactly.
running on your own lane. I have a speaker, Tiffany Harris, speaking about transformation,
Mhm,
mindset,
mhm,
moving out of the mold,
mhm,
strategies on how to add and remove the negative.
mhm,
I have a leader by the name, a keynote speaker by the name of Nikki Cruz.
mhm.
She will be dwelling on issues of true values that will allow you to fly.
Yes, to soar. I love it.
Yes. I've got the other speaker, Carmen Gonzalez,
I've heard that name. Mm-hmm.
a powerful woman who says, trust the process.
Yes, I love that expression.
So, among others that I've not mentioned, I have tried to cover all spheres of life:
Mm-hmm.
finances, entrepreneurship, leadership, um, spirituality, uh, physical and mental health, wellness. I'm trying to cover all the areas so that when we get out of that, you have all the nuggets you need to hit the road.
This will be great. Now, I have a question because I'm sure people are thinking about this. Will this be something that I know the registration? We're going to put the poster up again, and I'm going to ask people to take a screenshot and a snapshot because there's a bit.ly link there that they can copy, and then they can go there and get to this. And then my engineer is running across the bottom all the information that they need in order to register for this event. But will it be eventually on some of the major social media platforms so that people can see it over and over and over? Have you thought for that yet, or what are we doing in that direction?
Yes, we are on Facebook, Diana
Yes, yes.
Sekwaila.
Mm-hmm.
I have LinkedIn, Diana Sekwaila. I
Yes.
have Instagram, Diana Sekwaila.
I love the way you say your last name. I'll get it another few times about. But are you on WhatsApp as well, Diana? Are you on WhatsApp?
Yes, I am on WhatsApp. Let me not share it now. I'm
Okay.
trying to swap the numbers. I will definitely share it in the next
No, don't worry, because as
opportunity
long as
given.
you're there, my engineer is great. She has your name and everything across here, and all they have to do is look for your name. And if you're on WhatsApp, they'll find you. So no worries there. Listen,
And
the time
email
flies here. I tell you, I'm
and
just so.
the email is there also. Is
Yes,
given
yes,
there
yes.
also.
That I think
Yes.
she runs that across at some point in time. Not here, but this is all, there. It is right there. All of your information is here. And
Thank you.
Diana, this broadcast goes out over 137 different major platforms. And the prayer is that people will connect and get to you and register and so on and so forth. But more importantly, or as important, will be that you will get the video and the audio so that you can continue to promote this. You have a month, a little bit more to begin to promote this, as we will do on our end. So it's going to be awesome, and I can hardly wait. I'm like a little kid off to the candy shop because I want to get there, not only for my part, but I love
Mm,
connections because we're all about change, connections, and collaborations here, as you are. And so to meet these other dynamic women is one of the joys of my life. So I can't wait. I'm just
thank
thrilled that we met and that we're going to be doing this event with you and being a part of your family extended and your community. What parting words would you like to leave us with? Whatever it is you want to say, you can invite people to your event and have them connect. Whatever you want to say, pearls of wisdom. Now is the time, and then we're going to whisk you off, and I'll say goodbye to the audience. But share with us whatever your food for thought might be. The stage is
thank you.
yours.
Thank you so much, Joy, and your team for the opportunity to be here. And to all, I want to say to you, according to Albert Einstein, he said,
Mhm.
once you stop learning, you start dying. I want you to come to this event so that you can keep growing, you can open your mind and be transformed. You can learn from stories shared by other women. By so doing, you can also be who God created you to be.
I love
Let's
it.
meet on the 3rd of August, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard, 11 a.m. Central Standard, 6 p.m. South African time. And thank you so much, Joy, for this opportunity.
Thank you, my lady. I love quotes, and you're leaving us with one that I'm going to repeat in the end because it's one that I like. It resonated to the marrow of my bones when you said it. Bye for now. We never say goodbye here. So long, and I'll be with you shortly. Diana left me with a quote. I thought I knew almost all of them, and I love Albert Einstein. But this stop blaming so that you can stop dying. Oh my God, that's going to become my mantra because that's what I say all the time for those of us who are about empowerment for ourselves. We can't blame men. We can't bash or blast them or anybody. We can't copy, compete, and compare with any other female. Be you. Because when you stop blaming, copying, comparing, and competing, you begin to live. And that's why we're all here, to share our love and our wisdom. My friends, I am always honored to be with you, to share time and space with you. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, remember that coming your way from this end of the world, US of A, because we do go global, much love from my heart to yours. Be and stay well and enjoy the rest of this week and the entire lifetime that we have on the planet. Much love, my friends. All the best. Cheers.